Ah, bonjour, c'est Cool Brick et j'ai acheté un très bon set de Lego. Hey guys, it's Cool Brick here and this is a really awesome set. This is the Parisian restaurant modular set and that would probably explain my horrible French. So, this is a very big set and you know, because it's modular, the modulars are very big. This is one of the, not larger ones, but denser ones, I think. And it's set number 10243, and it has almost 2,500 pieces, which is a pretty good deal since I got it for $160 retail. So, I know you think there's only one minifig, but this is just one of them. I think there are four more on the inside. 5 minifigs came with this. So, the reason you don't see them is because I left them in the way that the instructions told me to leave them. So you guys are going to see exactly how the instructions told me to put it together. And before I start going through this, I'm just going to say a couple things. One, this is obviously going to be a pretty long video, I'm guessing. Two, I don't want my hand to get in the way too much, so I'm going to use this little thing to point out little details, because there are a lot of little details that I want to point out, and my hand gets in the way too much, so I'm going to be using this stick. So yeah, I'll start out with just this little thing. I will take off the minifigure and show her later with the rest of them. So, you do get this great little scooter, which is really quite nice and pretty rare thing. I don't know when they made this mold. All I know is that I've just never seen it in other sets that I can remember. And you've just got this mold. You've got 2 wheels in here, the kind with a little axle bit sticking out on both ends. And you just put a standard handlebar piece and just a stud, a smooth stud. And this is actually very interesting. These are put on little bucket pieces. These are little bucket handles, and you just put that down there, and that can fold up or down, and it's the kickstand, and it's very smooth, very nice, and you actually get a lot of lean into this. You can get this much lean without it hitting the ground. So if you want to drive this around, you can really race this thing around. And I think a minifig looks pretty decent on this. I've known that with some of the motorbike molds, the minifigs look like they're really standing on the vehicle. It looks kind of wrong. I think with this, it still kind of looks a little bit like they're standing a little too much, but I think it's from this angle, I think it's a lot more acceptable. A little less from this angle, but it's a lot better looking than one of the generic motorbike molds that I know of. Alright, on to the actual set. Alright, so first thing I'm going to say is all of this stuff, you're going to see some decal pieces with decals there. None of them are stickers. There are no stickers with this because I think creator sets never have stickers. So these are all prints. This is a print. It's a pretty weird print actually. It feels like a sticker, but it's a print. So didn't have to apply this, which is great. It says Chez Albert Restaurant. Oh yeah, terrible French accent. Okay. So I'm not going to go on the inside just yet. First, I'm going to just give a exterior, sorry, I can't talk today. Exterior, can't think of the word. Whatever, I'll show you guys the details of that side. So, you've got some nice flowers in here, blah blah blah, tables, of course. Something I really want to point out is these very nicely made columns. These were pretty annoying to make, but I think the end result is very nice. They look really great. Let's see if I can get better angle on this for you guys. Slightly better angle. So yeah, they're kind of hidden back here, but that's okay. And then over here, just got a menu and bench, lamppost. These sort of things come with most of the modular sets. Then you've got these little trees back here, and then you've got the stairs leading up to the next floor. Let me change my angle here. On the second floor outside, you just have more flowers, just these kind of stone details up here, and a very tiny balcony. And then these are built sideways actually, so this is snot technique right here. Studs not on top with these bricks right here. These are sideways. And very interestingly, I haven't seen this before, they actually used the cross part of a kind of Technic pin as exterior detailing. Haven't seen that before, but looks pretty good actually. And then you've just got a couple columns. And then up here, this probably has, oops, I just knocked over a flower. This has the most detail, crazy kind of detail that I've seen in a lot of the sets. Maybe even the most detail out of all the modulars. Just the amount of building you have to do. So first of all, you just got all these feathers down here, and that is a pain in the butt to build, I'll tell you that. But it just looks phenomenal. This is just great. It looks so good on this building. And then you've got these interesting clamshell pieces. Maybe I'll show one of those later in closer detail. It's kind of a strange piece. You've got white croissants to kind of add to the French air of this, and then you've just got some normal arches in here. And I'm not going to go in so much detail as I did on the front as I will on the... I'm not going to go through so much detail on the sides and the back. Only thing I'm going to say right now is you can see this is the olive color, and this is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing is that olive is a color we don't see too often. Sorry, hit the camera. So this makes this building kind of unique, but the problem is there are not that many pieces in olive, so you see weird, just strips of weird color at random points in the walls, which is kind of unfortunate, but you just kind of have to deal with it. You don't see the sides too much, so it's acceptable, because these problems aren't on the front, and they're not really on the back, so it's okay, I guess. And you do have the holes, so you can connect these to other modulars. And then you've just got the kind of more outdoor eating area. You've just got a nice chimney, good, very, very nice detailing. Usually you just get these bricks as the only source of texture in the chimneys, but they even went through the trouble to have you just use these 1x1 tiles to give a even better sense of depth on the chimney. Let's see, back here, all the stairs are actually on the outside of the building. No, there are no stairs on the inside. There's stairs over there, oops, and stairs over here. Now down here, you can see this is built on a light bluish gray 32x32 base plate. And right here is more of what I was talking about, random spots of black. They covered it up though very nicely with these foliage pieces, so that's really good. Here's another case of what I'm talking about. This is a modified 1x2 brick with 2 studs on the side. And obviously they don't come in olive, so they just use tan, which is a complementary color to the olive color, but still it just stands out, unfortunately. And then back here you've just got a dumpster, and this is one of my favorite parts about this set. This great pipe right here, this drain pipe. I think that's just an awesome detail added to the set. You just got another puny balcony over here, and the stairway leading up to the 3rd floor. And there's basically just nothing right here, no windows or anything. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get on to the inside, and I'll try and get some better camera angles for you guys.
So this isn't something that I've done before, but it seems to be working pretty good. I'm just going to show you guys a top-down view so that you can really get a good look of the inside. Starting with the front, you see these weird colors. I don't know why they did this, since they ended up covering it up with chairs, but that says Chez underneath there. See on the title of the restaurant, it says Chez Albert. It says that down here too with tan lettering, but then they ended up covering it up with these seats. So nice detail. It's a shame that it goes unnoticed. And then you've got these just these bars up here with foliage. Then you walk on the inside, and there are different sections. So the kitchen is totally open to the people eating on the inside, and you've got a waiter here. Very nice hardwood floor here. I really like that. And you've got a guy in here who is actually proposing, or going to propose. That's a ring in his hand, that little shiny piece. And he's going to propose to what's probably his girlfriend, and will hopefully soon be his fiance. And then over here on each table you get a small lamp, and you've got these awesome brick-built curtains in here, that's just really great that they included those. Lots of great detail on those. Even those little bits right here, you know, that they use for kind of clipping off a bit of the curtain so that it's open. And then you've just got some general detailing, just a print right here, a picture of a sailboat. That's a pretty common print. I really love this on the side right here, down there. That's a really nicely made drinks cabinet, and the way it's built is it's amazing. The way that they built this, it's like 3 different sections. You've got the drawers down here, and then you've actually got these sections on the side which have been built sideways, and this arch up here is attached to the wall and not the sideways bits. So it's actually 3 pieces, completely differently made pieces used to do that. So now onto the kitchen. There are some really great food items that came with this set. First thing you're going to notice is this turkey. And I'm going to just go ahead and assume it's a turkey because it's just way too big to be a chicken. And the chef is in the process of cutting off a leg, I think. And then you've got a nice tiled floor in here. And let's see, I'm going to actually move this closer so that you can really get a good idea of the detail in here. So here's a bit of a mini stove, and you've got a little pressure thing in there. Cabinets, you've got a knife and utensil wall back there, because you do have a rolling pin. I wish they had used a tan 4-length bar, because I know those exist. And maybe a tan one of these white pieces. I don't know if there are those, but I think that would have been better than white, but white's okay too. You have a refrigerator back here, which is probably one of the most inaccessible refrigerators. See, look, I can't even open this. I'm just gonna pull out the chef and do my best to open this refrigerator. Alright, you guys are gonna have to... Okay, so here's the second floor, inside of it. You see there's a big gaping hole here, and that's because the second floor actually comes off as 2 pieces. One of them is the actual building, and the other one is just this second section, which is being stubborn and doesn't want to go back in there. There we go. I think. Yeah. So, oh yeah, the reason there's this crack here, well, you guys can't see it, but this section right here is a little bit annoying when putting it back on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the one thing I have to complain about the second floor. So pretty much you just walk up these great stairs, nicely made stairs. Those are actually brick. Those are just 2x4 bricks going up, not one of these pre-made stair pieces. And then more eating spaces over here. Nice overhead flower pots. And you've just got a door in here, and this is more of the living space. So in here you have a swiveling recliner, and it does actually recline, which is cool. And you've got a glass covered, either that's a tiny coffee table or just a glass covered footrest, which is just as weird. And then you've got it's gonna be tough to show you this, but you do have a very nicely built fireplace with hood right here, which is nice. Very nicely built. Oh, don't want to forget this. Just this little lamp in the corner. They used I think 5 of these pieces. Yeah, I think 5 in this set, maybe even more. Maybe it was 6. But good use of those for different reasons. There's a door here that leads to a puny balcony, which I showed before. And then in the back here, a small stove. This is just a small kitchenette, basically. This can be a microwave or a cabinet, whatever you want it to be. A drawer, kind of a countertop right there. And ooh, I just realized that I forgot that I had this useful tool for getting my hand out of here. And you've got just a little oven in there. I think it's an oven. And you do switch this to my other hand. You've got a little table here, and instead of using the generic stairpiece, they made a stool actually, which is supported. You're not going to see this really well, but there are 2 studs on there, and so this is actually a very nicely made stool. I like that. And then you can kind of see, I was mentioning earlier, this was built sideways. You can kind of see that now, how that was built sideways. Yeah, that's basically it for the second floor. And you just got these stairs that go up, and these lead to the 3rd floor, which I'll show you. Alright, so you've got a chef and the waiter, and these guys both just have the standard smiling face. And actually, I forgot to mention this, but all of the figures just have the standard smiling face. And no, prints on the back of their heads or anything. These are both prints we've seen before, that one as well as this one. Get my pointing stick. The cook, he has a knife in his hand that was being used for cutting up the turkey, and the waiter is holding the platter in a kind of weird way. I mean, you can kind of see what they were trying to emulate, what they were kind of trying to replicate, and that would be happening in real life. The waiter almost holding the platter like above his head, kind of behind in there. But the problem is Lego arms can't do that, so they just got the best shot that they could, and it looks really awkward if you look at it from certain angles. And I feel like it actually would have been better, if they had simply just had him hold this, like, come on now. If they just had him hold it, please, there we go. They just had him hold it like that. I think that would look 10 times more normal if he just held it like that instead. But they didn't, so, whatever. You can pose them how you like, but that's how the instructions told me to do it, and I just thought it was a little bit strange. But yeah, that's basically it for the minifigs, and that takes care of it for this set. Sorry that this is, I don't even know how long this is now. It's probably like a half hour or something. Super long video, so sorry about that. But I had a ton to say about this set, and I actually do have one last thing to say if I can find where I put it, which I can't seem to, oh, there it is. Well, I just knocked something over and made a huge mess. But what I was going to show you is there are a lot of extra pieces, and when I say a lot, I mean enough to actually, you could build something with these extra pieces. These are all extra pieces, and the set also did come with a brick remover. So you can see, just this is like 50 pieces or something. 50 out of 2,500 was just extra things in case you lost stuff. And you even get duplicate extra pieces because they think that you're that much of an irresponsible person. You get like 10 black studs and 2 of these aren't even easy to lose. Like, these are actually relatively large pieces and they still give you lots of extras. And things like this, where I don't even remember using this piece in the set. I think they only used like those twice. So you just get extra pieces just for the sake of extra pieces, not for the sake of you might have lost something. Which isn't a bad thing. I don't know why I sound like I'm complaining about it. This is just interesting to me that they gave you so much extra stuff. But, you know, that's a good thing. So that wraps up what I have to say. Let me know what you guys think about this set. And, yep, thanks for watching if you actually watched the whole thing, which I doubt you did. But, thanks for watching anyway. And as always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.